Opo.
Okay, so yun. Ito po, assessment plan template, career stage 2, name of teachers, breakout number 8. So, okay. Lloyd, yung abang lingkod, si Ma'am Marivel, Roxie, Ma'am Wyeth, Ma'am Sarahdiv Sevilla. So far, we have done part 1, assessment practices, week 5. This is for lack session for your information po. Okay, so current assessment practices, we do traditional practicum, intended changes in assessment practices. So we have an open cam or real-time video coverage for the performance assessment, and then so on with a Google form, gamified assessment, and then the reason for modifying current assessment. So now we are now on part 2, assessment methods and purposes. So here we are asked uh, to put assessment method, okay, or to answer the questions on the column, in this column. So we are done with the purpose and the process, and now we are now going to, or ma'am, shall we, is there anything that to add in our process po for performance tasks? Anybody po? Describing or how will I use it? So if there is none, then we will proceed to number 2. Authentic assessment. Sa reflection po, we have here to know what they have learned and how would they apply their learning in practical settings. So the process, anyone po can describe?
Po,
Hmm.
sir, to ask the students to contemplate or reflect in the lessons,
Ask the
then
student.
to contemplate po, to contemplate the lesson, and then to write down what they have learned,
Hmm.
and to explain how will they use this knowledge in real life situations. This knowledge or learning po, or learning na lang po siguro para
Masyadong malalim. Learning in real
real life
real
situations
life.
po.
Huh?
Real life situations.
Situation.
Okay po ba
Okay.
yun?
So ask the students to contemplate the lesson, write down what they have learned, and to explain how they will use this learning in real life situations. So yes, is there anything that we can add or what, or to put here on reflection? So shall we proceed for the portfolio? Anyone to track the progress? So what will be when we are having when we are applying this portfolio? So collecting the output or collecting their activities as evaluation. Anyone, ma'am? What did we usually do in this part of portfolio po? To track the progress or development learners to determine the learning style. So usually, if it's a portfolio, that is a compilation. So we are gathering, or we gather, or am I right?
Identifying learning outcomes, sir, pwede siguro.
What is that again, ma'am?
Identifying yung learning outcomes, yung naging ano nila sa buong identifying learning outcome
Identifying learning outcome
that will address
to address
and defining learning outcomes in address
in addressing
Yung mga, ano bang tawag doon? Yung mga most learned tsaka yung least learned po. Tama ba?
What is the best term that we going
Yung
to
pwedeng,
use? What is that? The performance?
sorry, sir.
What, ma'am?
Learning differences po siguro.
Addressing their learning differences.
Differences po.
Okay, so as a general, that's it. For the purpose, so will you use it? Identifying learning outcomes and addressing their learning differences. Okay, so is there anything that we can add? Authentic assessment or reflection on portfolio. So it's done. So are we done on part 2? Assessment methods and purposes po.
Answer. Yun siguro sa C. To
No, ma'am?
determine
Ma'am
the...
Wyeth, please.
Hello. Yes po. Sa C po, dun sa to determine the learner's strength and skills.
Yes po.
Siguro po pwede po dyan na yung to highlight the improvement po. Improvement or development ng student during a given period of time.
Okay, so that's it. Let's check. To highlight the improvement or development of the students during the period of time. Okay, so I think this will do for part 2 assessment methods and purposes, unless you have any idea. Performance task and authentic assessment. Okay, shall we proceed? Okay, so on this part, this is what we are talking about a while ago. That on part 3, okay, so this activity will be done next week. Am I right, ma'am? For our gel. So it's being emphasized yesterday in YouTube Live that there would be no gel output to be passed all throughout this week, but on week 6, so this activity will be put in our gel output. I think we are almost done part 4. Okay, until part 4.
Sir,
So yes, ma'am.
pwede po makahingi ng copy po.
Sure. Actually, ma'am, there is a Google Drive for all of our output. So don't worry. I'm going to send the link of this output, and I think it's better to create a group intended for this what is this of this topic, ma'am. So
Yes, sir.
shall we create a group chat for this? Wait a minute. Actual creating a group chat. So got lots of what is this? Uh, or is there anyone that would like to create a group for us? Please. Meron po ba, ma'am? A group. Group talaga. Gusto ko ano lang sa
Easy po kaya.
Messenger lang, ma'am.
Opo, easy lang.
Opo. Because I'm using PC. Anybody?
Sige
Anyone?
po, ako po.
Okay,
Gagawa na po
so
ako.
yes po, ma'am. So after creating a group chat, so that's the time that I'm going to send the link po. Okay? Breakout ng kahit ano ma'am, i-name mo lang ng ano, breakout number ano kaya? Number 8? Meron po bang ano rito? Tawag nito. Wala naman siguro itong reporting, ano po? Or magre-report pa po ba tayo?
Parang hindi na po.
Hindi na. So, we don't need to have a report to or something like that. Secretary. Okay. So, kindly check po, ma'am, ng members po natin yung nag-create po. Sino po nag-create, ma'am?
Hello
Si ma'am?
po.
Hello po?
Wyeth po. Wyeth.
Si ma'am Wyeth. Okay.
Wait lang po nahanap ko po yung iba. Hindi ko po makita, baka po iba yung pangalan.
Okay. So, dapat
Ma'am Rocsie, Ma'am Rocsie Joy po, yung pangalan po ninyo sa message.
Ako, wala lang apelido po.
Yan.
Roxy.
Ma'am Marivel, ano pong name po ninyo sa messenger po? Ma'am Marivel po. Baka po mamali yung malagay.
Yes. Usually pa naman may mga ano yan eh. Dito daw. Ay.
Hi, ma'am. Yes po, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Sorry po.
Ano po yung ilalagay ko pong name po sa messenger?
Marivel de la Cruz, ma'am.
Ano po yung profile picture niyo po? May kaparehas po kasi na pangalan.
Ako, ma'am, ang real name ko, ma'am, Marivel de la Cruz. Ang gamit ko po sa messenger, ma'am, is yung Vel o Wabat.
Yun po pala.
So, ma'am. Sorry, nasa biyahe kasi ako kaya medyo. Thank you po.
Complete na po.
Okay, so thank you so much, ma'am. By the way, we have to edit this traditional practicum, open cam, real-time, ano ba ito, video coverage o live coverage. Kindly check na, ma'am, traditional practicum natin. Ito lang naman yung ano, kailangan nating baguhin po. Ayun, si Ma'am Marivel, oh. Hello po, ma'am. Shoutout ha kay Ma'am Marivel dyan. Ingat po sa biyahe po, ma'am. Mukhang nakarating na ata kayo sa pupuntahan niyo po. Again po, open cam. Open cam. So, do we need to have our picture taking? Bago tayo yun ko rin yung cam para. Yan, okay. So, open cam na lang tayo, ma'am, ha? Para natin, attendance natin, screenshot na lang natin yung grupo natin. Please, open your cam po, ma'am. Okay? Ma'am Sarah, Ma'am Marivel, and then si Ma'am Wyeth, please. I-screenshot ko lang po. Tapos ilagay natin ito sa pinakadulo para makikita yung natin. Si Ma'am Marivel kaya, ma'am, kindly open your cam po. At saka si Ma'am Wyeth. Wala. Ayun. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Si Ma'am Marivel po. Ayun na, na-screenshot ko na. Si Ma'am Marivel kaya. Okay, so ma'am, wala si Ma'am Marivel. Sige, screenshot ko na po, ha. I usually do this, may sharing pala, using, notepad. Kaya? Hindi yata. Ayun. Okay, and then I crop it out. Boom. Attendance namin. Okay, so actual pa pala, oh. Okay, so boom dito NTC no. Hey PNU boom week 5. Anong day ba tayo ngayon? Day 3 para may hindi ako malito. Yan. Boom. Okay, so yun po. So ma'am, ready na ba tayo? Ano ba? What's the instruction po ni ma'am nga po? After we do this activity? Okay na po. So, yun. We're done. Ito na lang, open cam, real-time video for their performance. Ano ba ito? Welcome. Coverage ba? Real-time shooting. Hello po.
May internet.
So, I think we are done with our activity tonight. So, I don't think so that we should, what is this? To add more. I think this is enough for this activity. Shall we now go out for this breakout room? Anybody? Hello? Okay na po ba ito?
Yan.
Ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Dagdagan na lang po natin.
Sige.
Yes po. How can we get the nga po ulit, yung copy po nito?
After this, ma'am, I'm going to upload this to our Google Drive. Okay? So, from there, I will get the link and then I will post that in our group chat po.
Maybe siguro po next week, parang same group pa rin po ba tayo?
Yes po, ma'am.
Tayo rin po ba yung
Yes po.
magkakasama?
Kasi
Okay
yan yung
po.
pagkakaano ko po, kagabi po.
Okay, so we'll use it again po next
Fine.
week, this file, no, para continuation na lang.
Yes po,
Okay.
ma'am. Kasi
Okay
mahirap
po.
po yung maiba na naman yung mga members, ano po. So, ito pa rin yung grupo natin, ma'am, all throughout this activity po. So,
Noted po.
may ano po ba, ma'am? Is there anything that we can add? Ito kasi yung concern ko, traditional practicum, open cam, real-time coverage for their performance assessment. Tama po ba? So, while they do the actual demonstration of our practicum, no, using open cam, I suppose ito ay online, ano po.
Pwede lagyan ng sir, live coverage, naka-live siya sir, or live coverage po.
Real-time
Or
coverage or slash natin
live
or
coverage.
live coverage for the performance assessment. Tama po? Kasi yung traditional ito eh. So I believe,
Yes po.
no,
Mga
from
natin.
August 22 to October 31, still have blended learning unless DepEd will post, no, sa update. Kasi wala pa namang official announcement sa natin, talaga, kung face-to-face na ba talaga or blended learning muna, November 1 and face-to-face. So that's it. This is for blended learning, kaya meron tayong sagot na ito. So I think okay na po, ma'am, unless may dadagdag pa po tayo.
Okay na po siguro yan sir, kung meron tayong dadagdag.
So what's
Baka meron tayong ma-remember mamayang gabi ba, or
Yes,
baka
okay.
the next day. So, pwede pa nating ma-add next week.
So okay. So okay, ito. Biglang pumasok sa ko. I'm going to upload this in Google natin Doc para lahat tayo po ay pwedeng mag-add. Tama po ba, ma'am? Tama po.
Opo.
How are we going to do this? Okay, from my email, PNU email. Hanapin ko lang po saan ba yung PNU Ito siguro. Yes. And then Google Drive. Oh, bakit yun ang ginawa ko? Dapat, saglit lang. Dapat, where are you? Where are you guys? Share. Okay, so upload ko na lang po rito. Parang sakaling may idadagdag tayo. Then, ano na lang ha. Ano bang gamit natin? Docs. Upload ko na lang po pala. Okay. So, yun. Bakit nagano ako? Mag-open lang. Open. Upload. Okay, so ito. Ito ba yun? Okay, so you can add anytime that you want. Ano po? Yes, ito. Nakita nyo na ma'am. Itong link na ito, don't worry. This link, okay, will be posted in our group chat po. Lagyan natin dito, assessment techniques. Lagyan natin to. And breakout 8. Nakita nyo po ma'am? Yung ano ko? Hello?
Yes, sir, nakikita po.
Okay,
Yes
so
po, kita po.
isi-share ko po ito sa inyo ma'am para sino man sa atin na magustong i-add, magawa ninyo. Ano po? Share ko lang po ha. Kindly tell me your anyone with the link. May mga PNU naman tayo po, no? Anyone with the link na lang. Okay, anyone with the link.
Yes po.
Tapos, gawin ko lang editor. Copy link. Grabe, actual, ito ha? Demonstration po sa lahat. Okay, boom. Ito na po ba yun, ma'am? Ay, si Mrs. Breakout 8. Okay, so, share ko na po rito. Yun. Kindly open it po para malaman natin, ma'am. Ma'am, kindly open daw po, ma'am.
Okay na po, sir.
Okay,
Na po
so
ako.
you can edit, you can add, and so on. Assessment template. So, tanggalin lang natin itong template. So, that's it. If you have something to add, kindly check na lang po rito. Ito na po yung nagawa natin. Ano po? So, siguro okay na. So, what's the instruction of Ma'am Domilin po, ma'am, after this? Are we going to...
Balik pa po ba tayo sa main room? Or
Yes,
hindi
that's
na
it.
po?
Di ko kasi nakuha yung unang ni ma'am eh. Kasi hindi masyadong maganda
Parang
yung...
hindi na yata. Basta
Hindi na.
hanggang 7:30 lang.
Okay. Okay na po ba? Kita-kits na lang po tayo sa natin. Baka may maisip tayo mamayang gabi or ano man. Na lang po natin, dagdag na lang po. So, i-stop ko na kayang pag-share, ma'am. Okay na ba tayo lahat? Agree na ba? Are we done? Okay, so I think we are done. So, stop ko na po ang sharing ha. Okay, ma'am.
Okay na po ba tayo?
Kaya nga po. Sabi ko po, okay na po ba? Okay, so bye-bye na po. See you next week po, ma'am. Okay na ata. So, okay na po ba tayo, ma'am? Para
Yes po siguro.
Oh, sige.
Opo.
Oh, ma'am, and by the way, i-share ko lang po itong how we did the assessment plan po sa YouTube channel ko po, ma'am. Okay lang po ba sa atin? Para at
Yes
least
po, yes po.
para ma-share din natin kung paano, at least may mga idea, lalo po yung mga bagong teacher. Ganoon pala. Okay po, ma'am, ha?